Are you stuck for getting unstuck? Well, if you're like me and you like seeing the great outdoors, places like this, Daylesford Lakes in Victoria or Australia, well, I can understand and appreciate what you're saying, that you want to get out of the spot you're in. And tell me, when you're in that spot and you're stuck there and you've got all these obligations and things that are tying you down and things that really seem like they're urgent but they're never really important and they're weighing down on you, and then there's this calling for your attention, that calling for your attention, you let it go for a few years and it doesn't really stop. It never stops. It always stays the same. And you're stuck in this situation wishing that you were somewhere else for the rest of your life, perhaps. Unless something new comes along. And if the long-term consequences of this are that, where do you get out of your comfort zone? How do you find the life that you're looking for? Where do you see the perfect partner? How do you really get your dream job together? Not to mention the house or the car or whatever it is that you're chasing in life. Well, in my experience as a worldwide backpacker, I've been traveling well over 20 years now, all around in different world in different places. I found that there are three main ingredients that keep you going. And one is to really have a good idea of where you want to go. Just follow your heart. Get hold of your heart, see what it looks like, and go, yep, that's exactly what I want, and off you go. But then the thing is, the next thing you'll come up against is, oh no, I don't know if I can do that. I'm a bit afraid of this. What if I leave that behind? What if I leave this behind? How about if that happens? What about if this happens? And your own mental chatter gets a hold of you. And you're not going anywhere after that. You're stuck at home within the four walls, inside your own mind. And then when you do get to go around and do it, is everything a stress? Oh, I've got to go and organise this, got to get my passport, got to go and get even just the car packed for a weekend away. It's really difficult to get those things done if it's like, oh my gosh, now how am I going to pack? How am I going to do this? And getting the habits that you need to make your life come together. It's really helpful when you've got a friend to help you out though. When you've got someone there who can sit there and say, okay, this is what you do next. This is how you do it. What do you want to get? What do you want to take with you? What do you fancy doing there? Do you want to go fishing? Do you want to go this? Where do you want to go? And making sure you stay on track and getting things done. Well, in my experience, that's the formula that works for keeping me out in my world. I've been traveling around the world now. I've gone all over Europe, up and down in America, up and down Australia, throughout Southeast Asia. And I've found in my experience and the experience of all the people that I've met along my way, that having some sort of plan, breaking through that self-doubt and getting the right attitude, the right habits is is essential to getting you to where you want to go. Now, I've been in the personal development industry since the early 90s, right? Giving away my age a little bit here. And in my experience, there are a lot of reasons why people won't go anywhere. It's the narrative they believe in, the story they're selling themselves, the script that they have that keeps them going nowhere. But in my experience, it just takes a little bit of a change and shift of frame, a shift in paradigm, a personal perspective to remove the obstacles that stand before you that lets you out the door. In my experience in the personal development industry, I found I've done a lot. I've done a real lot. I've done ceremonies and processes and workshops and got certifications in any number of modalities and put them into practice from my personal experience, but I eventually came across a system that really makes the change that you need to happen. And this change is now put together. I put it together in an 8-step program. It's licensed content for me to use, which will help you to get a clear vision, remove the obstacles, set a program for yourself so you know where you're going, what you're doing, and give you someone to be accountable to make sure you get there. The process you need to follow, it's painless. It's painless. But what it does is it asks you the questions that you need to hear for yourself. Where am I going? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? Yeah, they're obvious questions, but what are your values? What's really important to you? And why is that important to you? And why is that important to you? These are the questions that we never ask ourselves. So if you want to get hold of a little more information, just click the link below and I'll give you a call on the phone and we can have a chat. Look forward to speaking with you then. Ouch. Right, I'm going to have to edit that bit. Keep going, I'll edit that bit out.